Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. It is your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, and today I wanted to talk about something that may or may not be a recurring theme here on the channel, but I'm a sports fan. I don't know if you guys are sports fans. If you are, be sure to subscribe to the channel. But my personal sports team for football is the New York, or are the New York Giants, and we had a somewhat I don't know if I was like terrible, but we had a well, I'm just gonna say it. It was a terrible season last season. Okay, we had a whole conundrum in the quarterback room with Daniel Jones and not knowing what to do with him. It almost looked like the ball Coach Dayball didn't really necessarily look like he was happy to coach him. Regardless of however they managed what they were managing with the PR and all that stuff. Now we fast forward to today, and we have drafted a young quarterback by the name of Jackson Mother effing. I'm adding the mother effing, yes, Dart. So far, from the two preseason games that I have seen, I don't want to jump the gun, but this kid might be the real deal. Now I do think he should sit out for a year, let Russell Wilson sort of play, and give Russell Wilson an opportunity to sort of lead this team as far as he can and see what he can do for the year that you have him. I mean, if worse comes to worse, you have Jameis Winston that's back in the wings as well. I think Jackson Dart, though, is mad promising, and I'm very excited for the future of the New York Giants. I also think it is an understatement to say that he is good. I know a lot of people might say he's overrated or whatever, based on what they've seen, and obviously, Twitter is going to be Twitter, or X is going to be X, and people are going to make comparisons based on this rookie class of quarterbacks, and obviously we have Cam Ward and Shooter Sanders that are on the opposite side to compare to him. But I don't necessarily want to compare. I think Cam Ward is more NFL ready. Maybe that's the case, sure. But I think Jackson Dart looks mad promising. And I think what he's been able to do with simple plays and elevating them, and being able to not just elevate them, but being able to do, like, I understand what the argument is, but what people will probably have is that these are simple plays that they're running in preseason. These aren't really difficult plays for Jackson Dart to run. But I have not seen a quick no huddle offense like what we're seeing with Jackson Dart for the New York Giants in a very long time, and a competent one at that. I know it's preseason, but the fact that Jackson Dart has this tempo, he has this vibe about him, he has this almost aura about him, is very exciting, especially if you're a fan, because at the end of the day, it's fun to watch. It's fun football, and if you're a New York Giants fan and you're watching, it's more than just fun. It's exciting. Obviously, this is something that we haven't seen in a very long time. We were stuck with Daniel Jones for so long, and yes, early on in Daniel Jones's development, when they had that 2022, 22, I don't remember that run. We all know the run. Beat the Minnesota Vikings for a first playoff win. Go and what I mean. Have some promise. I was in for Danny Dimes. I really was. I thought, you know what I'm saying? It was only uphill from there, but little did I and all the people that were with me that supported him know that was genuinely look like his peak with us. It didn't look like he was going to get any better than that. And unfortunately, that was the case, and we let him go. And I think it was the right decision to make. I think we made the right decision in the draft as well, from getting Jackson Dart, but not only Jackson Dart, Abdul Carter as well. There's another player that looks mad promising as well. I'm sorry if I don't remember your name, all right, but you are in my mind. Today I just wanted to talk a little bit about the two preseason games that we had, because like I said, it just looks very promising. Obviously, the way that we're playing is not going to be equal to regular season, because Russ and then Russell Wilson playing, starting, and then having Malik Neighbors and having Jalen Hyatt actually play, and Tyrone Tracy's not sort of just running, but he running quick plays, but he's going to be actually like running the part of the offense as well. It's going to be a different animal when we get to the regular season. Also, yes, I'm fully aware that we do have a very difficult season ahead of us, but I think the Giants are going to surprise a lot of people. I don't know if we're going to win it all. I think that's all depending on what Russell Wilson we get, and how the offense sort of like is with him. That being said, I think we're gonna win way more games than we did last year. As difficult as our season is, I don't see um us losing as many games, especially considering that we have more tools in our or armory, if you will, to have. I mean, Dexter Lawrence isn't in there for the preseason games, and you can only imagine how much of a impact and help he's going to be for the other pass rushers, just having him there as a presence as in a defensive front. Our defense looks mad crazy. You know what I mean? Like, our defense is looking like it's going to pack a punch and looking like it's going to it's going to be scary for some offenses. That's what it looks like. And I'm excited for Jackson Dart. I don't necessarily think that, like I said this at the top of the video, and I'll reiterate, I don't necessarily think we have to start him in this year's regular season. I think he sits. I think you should let him sit. I think you maybe give him a few reps here and there if you need some practice in or some real life, plays in for him. But I think, like I said, unless Russell Wilson gets injured and unless Winston has a terrible season or something like that, it's a good problem to have, though. It's a very good in comparison to the situation we were in last year, where we put all our eggs into Daniel Jones, and then Daniel Jones does not produce. You get rid of Daniel Jones, and now you have like two quarterbacks that you're not 100% sure with. You played DeVito, but then you just paid I even forgot the guy's name, but the quarterback we had playing, I forgot his name. But you know what I mean? Like, it was just not, there didn't seem to be any confidence in the quarterback room at all. It looked like they were just gonna sort of like see if they can get or actually, I don't know at the time what happened. After Saquon got traded, everything was sort of kind of up in the air, and it seemed like our franchise was going downhill at that point. I'm gonna be honest with you. But Joe Schoen, I'm also going to say this. I think he's been giving a bad rap. I think he's been doing a really good job with drafting rookies, and especially seeing how he drafted this season. I think he did a good job. I think I'm excited for the prospects that are to come. I think our offensive line looks a lot better than it did last year. It's nowhere near where it needs to be, but it's definitely 100% better than where it was last year. So if you're a New York Giants fan, how are you feeling? I personally am excited. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to see how some of this stuff plays out. Obviously, I want to see how Russell Wilson plays out as a quarterback. He's not young and he's not getting any younger, but he's a really good bridge quarterback to have for Jackson Dart, and I'm excited for Jackson Dart to develop. And Abdul Carter, even if he plays in the regular season, I'm not expecting him to blow people out of the water. If he does, I mean, beautiful. We still have Kayvon Thibodeau. I still believe in Kayvon Thibodeau. I think we should give Kayvon a shot. He was injured last season. There's nothing you can really do about injuries. You can't really control those. But having Abdul in the back is also promising, because imagine you switch Kayvon out and you put Abdul. Like, if you're an offensive coordinator, like, there's nothing really you could you know what I mean? You're screwed either way. So it's good to have that's a good thing to have. And I'm excited for how Abdul does, and hopefully he becomes one of those tentpole defensive players like a Dexter Lawrence, like a Justin Tuck, Jason Pierre-Paul, Michael Strahan, one of those. That would be amazing to have on our team and add to our arsenal. Cam Scatterbo is another rookie that I was hoping that we would draft, and when we did draft him, I was excited about that. Obviously, there's other running backs that I wanted more, but like, he wasn't like a bad choice, and he's injured right now, so we're not going to be able to see him until maybe possibly later on in the regular season, if they decide to even play him. I mean, you're in no rush to play some of these rookies because you're still in a development phase, but at the same time, I mean, if you play them and they turn out to be good, it's like, it's a win-win situation regardless, because you have the future secured. But at the same time, if you play these rookies right now for this season and they turn out to be good, I mean, you're in a winning spot regardless. So I'm excited where the future holds for us. I'm excited for the New York Giants future. I think a lot of people are overlooking what the possibility is, and I want to come on here to talk about that, is we are going to shock people. I'm saying it here. I know this might, I don't know if this is blind fandom, whatever. Giants fans, let me know what your opinions are. Voice down below. Because I'm excited, man. I have not been this excited for a regular season in a very long time, and just in general the future of the franchise. So, man, it's good times to be a Giants fan. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Be sure to like the video if you reached this far, and let's go regular season, baby.
Is the running back. Play action. And Manning's going to heave one. There's a flag. Beckham, one-handed catch. How in the world?
Oh, my goodness.
And Brandon Carr was back there. I mean, he is insane. How do you make that catch?